Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be chatting about another fresh crop of new beauty launches. The holiday season is, well, it's not actually upon us, but in the beauty world, the holiday season is upon us. So many holiday launches have already released. People are already reviewing them, talking about them. So I wanted to get in on the fun and share my 2 cents. Now, if you're relatively new here, I do these videos every single month on my channel. They were inspired originally by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. So I will link my playlist for you that has all of my previous month's videos up here in the cards. And I will also put Samantha's playlist in the description box as well, in case you'd like to check it out. And these videos are usually kind of epically long, so I would get comfy, I would get a snack, get a drink, be prepared to be here with me for like at least half an hour, because as per the usual, the beauty world is launching way too much new stuff and I have a lot to talk about. So just a couple quick things before we get started. I tested out the Paris palette from Folklore Cosmetics today and I love the way that it applied. In case you guys missed the video I did on Sunday, I did like an entire like full-faced first impressions of Folklore Cosmetics, so I'll throw it up here in the cards for you in case you want to watch it later. But I wanted to give everything another go today because obviously I'm going to be testing out these products for the next couple of weeks, and I feel like my look today came together pretty nicely. So if you're curious to know what I'm wearing, I will list and link everything for you guys in the description box of this video. But yeah, in general, I'm very intrigued. I'm looking forward to continuing to test this makeup out. And the second thing is that I'm planning on doing kind of like a second piece to this video because there's honestly just way too much stuff to talk about as far as holiday releases go. So I'm gonna be doing a separate wish list, like the things that I actually am interested in buying or would put on my wish list for other people to buy for me for the holidays. So today's video is not necessarily an anti-haul per se, because I am going to be recommending things to you guys, some gift sets and whatnot based on products I've tried in the past that I think are really awesome. But I think if I was to include everything I want to talk about plus everything that's on my wish list, this video would be like an hour long, so I'm gonna split it into 2 parts. Alright, rambly long intro I think is over. Let's get into this month's new beauty launches. So let's kick things off by talking about Tarte and Too Faced. Now I'm lumping these 2 brands together because they are sort of like the most infamous for launching a million different holiday products. They do tons of little kits and sets with eyeshadow palettes and lip products and all kinds of stuff, and there's definitely like a pro and con to that sort of approach. The pro, I suppose, being that there are a lot of different options at different price points. So whether you're looking for a stocking stuffer or you're looking for like one big gift to give a makeup lover in your life, each brand definitely has something that fits those categories. If anything, multiple things that fit those categories. Both brands also have Ulta and Sephora exclusive kits, so you've got an almost overwhelming number of options if you want to pick up something holiday related from Tarte or Too Faced. And honestly, I don't even necessarily really want to get into the specifics of every single little set because I think you could spend 30 minutes just talking about each brand individually, and I don't really want them to like take over this entire video. So I will link for you guys some videos that I have seen from YouTubers that I really love and trust. If you're curious to learn more about all the Tarte and Too Faced products, you can check those videos out and they will definitely give you some good information to help you decide what should go on your wish list or what you want to spend your money on. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not planning on picking up any of the Tarte holiday products. Nothing really spoke to me, and I don't really feel like it's necessary for me to get more specific than that. And as far as the Too Faced holiday stuff goes, I did consider almost getting the little lip gloss set that they launched this year because I love the liquid lipsticks from last year so much. But I swatched them in a Sephora and I didn't really love them. They're very sheer and sparkly. The scents weren't really delicious the way the liquid lipsticks were. So to me, it just didn't feel as exciting or worth my money. But I did in fact actually pick up one of their holiday launches, which surprised me. I did not think I was going to buy this. But then Jen from Beauddiction totally changed my mind. I feel like I've been talking about her a lot lately, but she honestly really does have a wonderful channel. So I will link the video that I am talking about that convinced me to buy this product. And if you haven't already guessed what it is, It's the extra spicy gingerbread palette. So this is what happened with this palette. In Jen's video, she basically compared the extra spicy to last year's gingerbread palette, which I did not purchase. And in seeing all the swatches, the comparisons, the different looks that she did, I actually realized how much I liked the color story of this palette and how good the shadows were, and it definitely got me way more excited about it than when I just saw the promo pictures. I also happened to see it in my local Ulta store, and it smelled really nice, it looked really pretty, so I kind of did like a 180 on this guy. Like, I really did not think I was gonna buy it, and then all of a sudden found myself putting it on my wish list. And then Too Faced had a friends and family sale a couple of weeks ago where on their site, Ulta's and Sephora's site, all of their products were 20% off. So I was able to get this at a discount, which basically made it after tax like just around $40. So even though I'm not usually one to go and buy holiday launches, I caved. I couldn't help myself, and I am really excited to play with this palette. I honestly haven't even had a chance to crack into this yet. These shadows are still perfectly fresh, unswatched, brand new, which just goes to show how busy I've been lately that I haven't even dug into these yet. But as a lover of warm toned neutrals, I just think this palette is really beautiful. It's something that I feel like will transcend the holiday season. Like, I could definitely see myself continuing to use this for the next year. And knowing like I just did a palette declutter not that long ago, if you guys missed it, I will link it for you up here in the cards. I don't have any other Too Faced palettes aside from the Sweet Peach, which I purchased years ago. Like, it's been a really long time since I bought a Too Faced palette, so I just figured, you know what, this is one of the first ones that they've launched that actually spoke to me, and with the discount, I just decided to jump on it. The only other Too Faced product that did pique my interest and that I've been trying to keep myself from buying is their Gingerbread Girl liquid lipstick. The color is beautiful. It's a really dark, rich, orangey, rusty red, which is one of my favorite shades, and it smells incredible, like so delicious. I do like the formula on them. They are a little bit drying. I definitely feel like it does enhance the look of texture on your lips a little bit, but they wear really nicely. They also taste really good, or at least the liquid lipsticks from last year had almost a little bit of a sugary taste to them in addition to the scent. They're really pleasant to wear. However, I am still working through the little mini liquid lipsticks that I got last holiday season, so I'm trying to tell myself that I'm not allowed to buy another Too Faced holiday liquid lipstick when I still haven't finished the ones that I have. So let's move on to Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like ABH has been coming under fire lately. Like, people have been calling them the next ColourPop because they have been dropping launch after launch after launch. It's getting a little bit excessive, but according to Norvina, there was something she posted somewhere that it's actually the retail stores like Sephora and Ulta that are putting the pressure on these brands to launch more products. They are demanding that they give them basically new stuff every so many weeks in order to keep their spot in their stores. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, in last month's video, I'm pretty sure I covered the Norvina Pro Volume 1 palette, and since then, we have now seen the launch of the Volume 2 and Volume 3 palettes. And my feelings are basically exactly the same as they were for Volume 1. I'm not really interested in anything from this Pro series. These are much bigger palettes, they're more expensive, they're also very vibrant and colorful, but the color stories aren't anything that really calls to me. So I definitely feel like there will be an audience for these palettes. I think people that really enjoy very artistic makeup or who are big fans of ABH will probably be interested in these, or at least interested in one of the three. I kind of felt like 2 and 3 were a little more similar than I was expecting. There's a lot of like blue greeniness going on in there. I was a little confused by that choice. But overall, I feel like at the very least you have options. You don't need to buy all 3 of the palettes unless you want to, but I guess it is kind of nice if you are looking for a bigger palette to have a couple different color story choices and to not have to wait, 2 years to get all of them. And if that wasn't enough as far as eyeshadow palette launches go, we also just started seeing teaser pictures of their next influencer collab, which looks like it's going to be with Carly Bible. Fortunately for my wallet, I have absolutely zero interest in this palette either. It's funny, I was watching Jessica Braun the other day talk about this palette, and she had to like cut off the top portion of the picture that showed the outside, like the front cover packaging, because it has a bunch of little bubbles on it, and I forget what the name of the phobia is. Is it tryptophobia, when you have like a fear or like circles or holes in things, like lots of little holes make you super uncomfortable? I fortunately don't have that issue, but I still do not really like the aesthetic of the packaging on this palette. It is not up my alley at all. But packaging isn't everything. Like, if a color story of a palette really speaks to me, like, I'll get over the packaging. Alas, the color story of this palette doesn't really speak to me either. There are a lot of pretty shimmery duochromatic shades, but honestly, it's just like everything in here feels recycled. It feels like the same shades I'm seeing over and over and over again, and I'm just not excited by this, like, at all. In a weird way, it also kind of reminds me of the Sigma Enchanted palette that launched maybe like a month and a half ago. Something about the shimmery shades in here kind of give me those vibes. But I honestly think I like the Enchanted palette better than this, and I decided not to buy that palette either. So you guys will have to let me know how you're feeling about the Carly Bible palette. Are you really into it? Do you like the color story? Do you like the packaging? If you do, that's totally cool. I don't mean to cause offense by saying that I don't like these things. It's really just a personal preference thing. But yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It's a little odd to me. It's just not super aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. So that's gonna be a hard pass from me. Although, to be honest, I'm a little eyeshadowed out, so that's probably not a bad thing. So while we're on the topic of eyeshadow, some pictures just dropped of Huda Beauty's newest round of Obsessions palettes, which look like they're kind of gonna take their inspiration from this guy right here. So it looks like she's launching 3 different nude mini Obsessions palettes. There's a light nude, a medium nude, and then a rich nude, which I think is a really smart idea. I mean, despite the fact that Jaclyn Hill's lipstick launch went off the way that it did, the concept of having nudes for every skin tone is very inclusive. It's really cool. And I know Natasha Denona basically did like the same thing with her new lipstick launch. But it's cool to kind of see the same thing with eyeshadows. Now, anybody who's been around here for a while knows I'm obsessed with the new nude palette. I absolutely adore this color story. And I feel like it's kind of interesting to see how she's made these 3 palettes without completely like just remaking a small version of this guy right here. The color stories of these 3 palettes are in a very similar vein to this. They're not just nude browns, they're kind of more of those mauvey, pinky kind of nudes. And you are definitely seeing a slightly different color story with each of the 3 palettes. The lightest palette has more of a purpley tone to it. The mid-tone palette has a more pink vibe, whereas the rich palette definitely brings out more of the like cranberry red tones that you see in here. So I think this is a really cool launch. I don't think I personally need any of those palettes because I already have this guy, but if I didn't have this guy, I might definitely consider picking one of them up. If you guys saw the video I did, maybe it was like 4 or 5 months ago now, but I did a video all about bang for your buck with eyeshadows, and I specifically talked about the Obsessions palettes and how good of a value they are. The cost of 2 of those individual palettes is less than one of her large palettes like this, and you're getting the same number of shades and more product if you were to do it that way. So it honestly makes more sense to buy 2 of her smaller palettes and color stories you really like than even one of the bigger ones. That being said, this guy does have a few benefits over these smaller 9-pin palettes, at least based on the promo photos that I'm seeing. You're not getting any of the pressed glitters or these cool like special shimmer shades with like the little nuggets in them in the smaller nude palettes. So if you don't care about that, then maybe it doesn't matter to you and it wouldn't be worth splurging on this larger palette. But just know if those are the shades in this guy that called to you most, you're not going to find them in the little mini palettes as far as I can tell. So let's switch gears and talk about Fenty Beauty. Now, I'm not really sure what Fenty is going to be doing for holiday. They definitely have launched a bunch of little kits and holiday-esque products recently, but I feel like they haven't done anything quite on the same level as their previous holiday launches with the palettes and like the bigger collections. So maybe more is coming from Fenty. That's kind of what I'm expecting, but at least for right now, I wanted to talk a little bit about these early launches. And these are mostly sets with minis of products that are really popular from the brand. So first, they have a new version of their Bomb Baby gift set. I actually picked the original one up, I think either at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. So these are from the original, which had the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb and then the little mini highlight in the shade Hustla Baby, which is a really pretty kind of peachy pink gold. So the new set retails for the same price, $24, and has the same products. They're just different shades. I believe the Gloss Bomb color in the new set is exclusive to that set. And the highlight you're getting is in the shade Sandcastle, which to me looked a little more silver taupe neutral-esque. So if this was too yellow for you, maybe that one would be more up your alley. I personally did not love the colors in the new set. I like these colors much better, so I'm really glad that I have this guy. I don't feel like I need to go out and purchase that one, but I did just want to let you guys know because I have really enjoyed having these minis. You're not getting the most bang for your buck with these guys. The set is pretty expensive for how much product you're getting. The Gloss Bomb is actually decent size. It's almost as much as a full size, but the highlight is very small compared to a full-size highlighter. But let's be serious, if you're anything like me, you never pan a highlight or a lip gloss, so it honestly probably makes more sense to spend less money to get less product and try them both out versus shell out a ton of money to get two full-size products you'll never go through. Now, if you're a fan of the Gloss Bomb and that's all you're after, there also is going to be a gift set with 5 of these little mini guys. It looks like 4 of the shades in there are totally exclusive to the set, and one of them is an existing shade, which is Fussy, the pink one that a lot of people really love. The whole set is $42, which when you break down the cost per gloss is actually really not that bad. But it is a lot of money to shell out for lip gloss. Again, I feel like this is something that I personally don't need. I have plenty of gloss, and I feel like that would be a lot to add to my collection that I probably wouldn't get through. But if you're a gloss addict, you really, really love this formula, it's your favorite thing ever, or if you were looking for something you could like break apart and share with friends, it might make sense. Finally, it also looks like they are releasing a mini of the Body Lava, which launched this summer. Like, body highlights were a really big thing this year, and the Fenty Body Lava is very expensive in full size. It's like $60. So this little mini version is $24. It's a third of the full size, which is actually pretty decent, but it only comes in one shade. It comes in the rose gold one, which I think is called Who Needs Clothes. Now, I honestly kind of wish they had this mini back in the summertime when I actually might have had a chance to use it, because right now I feel like any kind of body highlight product is a little bit wasted on me. I live in New England. It's already starting to get cold, so I feel like I'm not gonna have enough skin exposed between now and next year in May to really make it worth me buying this type of product. But I definitely could see the appeal, and I really do like the fact that they are offering a smaller version at a lower price point, because I think for a lot of people, you probably wouldn't go through the whole full-sized bottle anyway. Like, that's a lot of body highlight, and you'd have to be wearing it fairly often to go through it. So if you're someone that just wants the option for that kind of product, but maybe is only gonna wear it 4 or 5 times a year, I feel like having the mini makes a lot more sense. Now, at the same time, I will also put it out there that there is also like the Soul Body range that ColourPop recently launched that also has similar products to this guy that even at the full size are less than this mini Body Lava. So is it really worth it to go and pick up this mini size product when you could get the full size from Soul Body for less money? I don't really know. I guess it depends on how much of a Fenty fan you are, how much you think you would enjoy this formula. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people have said they're kind of sticky, they don't really dry down on the skin. So I feel like if that's true, I don't think I would really like this Body Lava formula. But if you've swatched it, if you like it, or maybe if you have the full size in another color, you want to try the rose gold, or you want a mini to travel with, maybe it'd be worth picking up. Now, of course, I also find it mildly hypocritical that I am kind of talking smack about the Fenty Beauty Body Lava when the next brand I'm talking about also makes expensive body products, and I love them and have bought them. So that brand is Sol de Janeiro. I cannot deny that I love the Bum Bum Cream. This stuff smells amazing. It makes you look like a glowing goddess. It's very hydrating. Is it stupidly expensive? Absolutely. But is it worth the money, like if you're in one of those moods where you want to splurge and treat yourself? 100% yes. And honestly, the holidays are the best time to pick up some stuff from Sol de Janeiro because they have tons of gift sets. So you can try a bunch of different products and get them all at a discounted price. That's actually how I first tried the Bum Bum Cream. It was years ago, maybe 2017 when it first launched. I got a gift set that had a full size of the Bum Bum Cream and a full size of the shower cream, and by buying them together you essentially got the shower cream almost for free. So this year it doesn't look like they have something that's quite on that level, but they do have some good gift sets. If you've been curious about Sol de Janeiro, you might want to check out. So first is the Bum Bum Carnival Getaway set for $25. This is a set of minis. So honestly, you could go one of two ways with this. You could either get this as a way to sample all the products, or if you're already obsessed with them and you want travel size versions of your favorite Sol de Janeiro products, maybe this will be interesting to you. So that one comes with the shower gel, the Bum Bum Cream, and the body mist. They're all in little mini sizes, so not anything super substantial, but again, a more cost-effective way to try out a few things. Then they also have this Carnival Shimmer set for $24 that has a mini Bum Bum Cream and a mini version of the new candle. I'm not gonna lie, that has me a little bit intrigued because ever since I saw that they were launching a candle that had the scent of the Bum Bum Cream, I was like, ooh, I want to buy that. But let me tell you, that candle is stupid how expensive it is. It's so small and it's so much money. I honestly don't know if I could bring myself to spend that much money on a candle. So I feel like value-wise, this Carnival Shimmer set, it definitely is overpriced, I think, for how much product you're actually getting. But you get to try the candle and the Bum Bum Cream without having to shell out $90. Now, I think the set that's going to give you the best value, or the one that I personally find most intriguing, is the Bum Bum Carnival Celebration for $59. You get a full-size Bum Bum Cream in that set. You also get a full size of the hand cream, and then you get a mini version of the shower gel and a mini version of the body mist. And just so you guys can see, this is the size of the body mist that comes in that set. It's the 3.04 fluid ounce version. So it's still a pretty decent size. This is not a small body splash. Unless you're drenching yourself in it 3 times a day, it'll last you a while. So I honestly feel like that one, of all of them, if you were looking to do something a little bit more splurgy, you're getting the most substance in that set, and all the products in that set are really great. Oh, and one last thing for the ultimate Bum Bum Cream fanatic. They have the Biggie Biggie Bum Bum tub that is $76. It's apparently a $102 value given how much product you're getting. I think it's the size of 2 full-size jars combined. So that's a lot of Bum Bum Cream. I personally needed over a year to get through my one little 8-ounce jar here, so I don't think it would make sense for me to buy the giant, massive, jumbo-sized tub. But if you go through this like water, I mean, it probably makes sense to pick up the giant version, and then maybe you won't need to repurchase halfway through the year. Now, another gift set I happened to stumble across when I was perusing the Sephora website was from Kasia, and honestly, if I didn't already own one of these products in full size, I would be very tempted to pick this up. So this is called Lookin' Like a Snack Must-Haves Collection. It retails for $39, and you apparently get $82 worth of product inside. So if you don't know, Kasia is a K-beauty brand. They have some really cute little products, and I've been a fan of pretty much everything I've tried from them so far. And funny enough, the thing I like most from them is the thing that's in this set, which is the Bouncy Bento eyeshadow trio in this specific shade, which is Orange Blossom. I'm like, man, you couldn't have picked any of the other colors. But honestly, it's alright, because this is a beautiful trio of eyeshadows, and I think a lot of people will really like this, so I think it makes sense that they would include this particular one in the set. So you're getting this guy in the full size, which has 3 really beautiful super shimmery eyeshadows. They're powders, but they almost have a cream-like texture to them. They're ultra glittery and like really beautiful on the lids. So I reach for this guy all the time. I'll just throw like my bronzer or a little bit of matte shadow into my crease and then use my finger to pop one of these all over the lid. It is the fastest, most fancy looking eye look you can create. So in addition to this guy, you're also getting one of the Cheeky Stamp blendable blushes, which I've heard great things about. They're supposed to look super natural and like really healthy on the cheeks. Then one of the Mochi Glow Bouncy Highlighters, which I also have heard really good things about, and the Cushy Vibe High Pigment Lip Stain. So all 4 of these products are full-sized, which is awesome for a set that retails for just under $40. That's like $10 a product. So I think this is a really nice little gift. Like if you've been wanting to try Kasia, this is a great way to sample a bunch of different products from the brand. It looks like they also have like a little duo you can buy at a discount with their Cheeky Stamp and one of their Heart Melter like little lip gloss sticks, which are also really nice. I don't love the fact that the applicator on those is cut out into a heart shape. It makes it a little bit difficult to like draw out your lip line, but the actual product itself is pretty nice. So that guy is $25 for, again, 2 full-size products that would normally retail for $41. So yeah, I feel like those are going to be sleeper sets. Like not a lot of people are probably going to talk about those guys, but they're really good deals. Okay, so I think I'm just about done. I have just a couple last things to talk about with you guys. The first I want to quickly touch on is Hourglass. Hourglass always does some beautiful things for the holidays. They usually do some really pretty palettes and gift sets with some of their most popular products. But I don't typically buy very much from Hourglass because, in the words of Kathleen Lights, that's expensive. Every year they launch basically a slightly different take on this 6-pan face palette. This year's version is $80, which is a lot of money for something that is like yay big. They also have a blush palette this year. In previous years, I've seen them do like trio palettes. This one is a quad, which is kind of cool because you do get to try one extra shade, but that retails for $58. And then they also have a trio of their scattered light glitter eyeshadows retailing for $46, which honestly is the best deal of all of them because those shadows individually retail for $29. So I feel like getting to try 3 different shades for less than $50 seems like a pretty good deal. Now, I personally think I'm going to pass on all of these things, and there are a couple of reasons why. So when it comes to the palettes, first of all, I don't really love this year's aesthetic, and I feel like that's a really small and kind of shallow thing to pick on, but when you are buying a product that is as expensive as those palettes, I feel like you should kind of love everything about it. And honestly, knowing that they basically do the same thing every single year, why would I buy the one this year if maybe next year I'll like the packaging better, you know? And if you haven't seen it, this year's theme for their palettes is Ghost. So the lid, like the top part of the palette, is this shiny silver that is a total fingerprint magnet. And the bottom part is this translucent frosted plastic, which I guess, you know, makes sense with the Ghost theme. I just feel like it looks a lot less luxe than their previous year's palettes. It's probably my least favorite design of all the ones that they've done. I think the colors on the inside are pretty. In previous years, I've been less attracted to the particular shades that they picked out, and I don't have as much complaint with this year's color selection. Either way, it's one of those things that I feel like if it's not perfect, I don't need to spend $80 on it, and odds are I'll get another chance to pick up the same kind of deal next year. And then with the scattered lights, that I was a little more torn on because I've really wanted to try the formula. I've heard so many good things about it, and I love sparkly, glittery things on my eyes. But the 3 shades that are in this particular set are not the 3 shades I would have picked out if I was going to buy any of the individual colors. So I kind of feel like the only reason I would be buying this would be for the formula and not because I really love the shades. And to me, that kind of feels a little bit stupid. I'd honestly rather spend $29 on the 1 shade I knew I'd love and want to wear than spend $46 on 3 shades I kind of only sort of like and may kind of only sort of want to wear just because it's a better value. Finally, let's talk about Laneige. You guys know how much I love their lip sleeping mask, along with basically everybody else I feel like in the YouTube beauty community. This is a very popular product, and for good reason. It smells like strawberry bubblegum. It's really nourishing on your lips. It's a very luxurious feeling product, but it's not insanely expensive. This is just a little travel size, or like a little sample size I got as like a 100-point perk from Sephora. The full size is much, much bigger than this and retails for 20 bucks. So apparently Laneige is capitalizing on the success of this product because they are putting it in like every single gift set they're offering for the holidays this year. So if you were thinking about picking up the full size of this guy or asking for it for the holidays, you may want to consider instead the Kiss Me at Midnight set, which has the full size of this, but also has two mini versions in this exact size in two different scents. One is mint choco and the other one is sweet candy. So they look like they are exclusive scents specifically for the holidays. You do pay an extra $8 for the two extra little jars, which is kind of a lot of money, but it is a fun little way to dabble in a few different scents. Then they also have a gift set that has this little mini version of the lip sleeping mask along with the berry version of the lip glowy balm. This is the pear one, which I have been addicted to. This lives in my purse and I use it all the time. It is such a good like lip balm gloss hybrid. And this guy, because it's in a squeeze tube, is way better for use on the go. This is a pot, you gotta stick your fingers on it, so I really do only like to use this at night after I just finish my skincare while my hands are clean. So they do have one gift set that has the berry of this and this guy, and it's $18, which is really not a bad deal because these guys by themselves retail for 15 bucks. So you're essentially getting the extra little mini lip sleeping mask for $3. And then they also have the Kiss Me All Day set, which is 3 of these little lip glowy balms, the berry one, the peach one, and the pear one, which whether you're a crazy lip balm addict like me and you want to keep all 3 of them for yourself, or you want to split them up and share them with other people, like, is definitely a great way to get your hands on the lip glowy balms at a discount. You basically are saving $3 per lip glowy balm when you get them in the set. Will I buy any of these things? Probably not, because honestly, I have my eyes on the full size of the Apple Lime lip sleeping mask. That one smells so good to me, so I honestly feel like that's what I really, really want more than any of those gift sets. But I do think the gift sets are really awesome for any people that are interested in these products. All right, guys, so that is it from me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while we chat about some new beauty launches. Again, I will have another video talking about more new stuff and the things that are specifically on my wish list. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that way I will show up in your subscription feed and you won't miss out on my future uploads. And of course, I always really love hearing your thoughts on things, so definitely be sure to leave me a comment and let me know which of these new launches you're most excited about. What are you passing over? Have you already picked something up and tried it out? Is it good? Is it bad? Give us all the details. And on that note, I'm sure I have kept you way longer than is necessary, so I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.